Ever stepped outside and felt your ears freeze before you even hit the sidewalk? Today, we're uncovering the best winter hats for men. Warm, snug, and perfect for braving the cold in style. Welcome to the channel. Stay with me. This guide will help you choose the perfect hat. All those helpful product links are in the description, so make sure to check them out. The number 6 product on our list is WUZJ Winter Hat. It's wild how one small change in your winter setup can completely shift how confident you feel stepping into cold weather, and this hat delivers that shift instantly. You put it on expecting basic warmth, but the snug fit and insulated comfort hit you with that quiet sense of relief, like finally finding something that actually understands what men deal with during winter. Most guys struggle with hats that either slip, squeeze, or fail against wind, and that's exactly the problem this one solves right away. The suppressible ear flaps are the standout. They wrap your ears with a kind of warmth that feels intentional, not accidental, giving that steady shield against icy wind many options in the category still miss. And the curved visor subtly elevates it beyond a simple beanie, keeping snow, drizzle, and harsh light off your face. It's a detail you don't appreciate until you're out there and feeling genuinely protected. Compared to other winter hats, for men that lean heavily into style but sacrifice coverage, this one strikes a stronger balance. Practical, sharp-looking, and built for real weather. The fit range is forgiving, making it easy for most men to wear without constant adjusting, though those who prefer loose, slouchy silhouettes might find it more structured than expected. Still, the comfort, insulation, and versatility during outdoor activities make it feel like a smart, winter-ready choice. Maintenance is simple too, adding that peace of mind for long-term use. If you're a commuter, runner, or someone who hates the sting of cold air around the ears, this is a strong pick. But if your priority is purely fashion first, you may lean elsewhere. For men who want function backed by real-world comfort, the value here is absolutely clear. At number 5 is Hurley Winter Hat. It's surprising how a simple winter hat can shift your whole cold weather experience, but this one does it. The moment you pull it on, you feel that familiar sting of winter easing away, replaced by a steady, reliable warmth that makes you think, yes, this is how a real men's winter hat should perform. A lot of guys struggle with hats that itch, lose shape, or just don't hold heat when the wind picks up. And that's exactly the gap this option fills with confidence. The knit fabric feels soft without being flimsy, giving that secure comfort you want during commutes, hikes, or late-night runs. The cuff design adds that clean, timeless look, and unlike many similar picks, you can switch between a structured cuff or a relaxed slouch depending on your mood. It's a quiet versatility that makes it stand out among other winter hats for men that focus on style but forget real warmth. The stretch fit holds its shape well, though guys with larger heads may find it slightly snug at first until it settles in. Still, the balance between comfort, insulation, and everyday practicality makes it feel like a smart cold season choice. What really sells it is that sense of dependability, tested in real-world comfort situations and holding up every time. Whether you're facing icy wind, heading to work, or just want something that pairs cleanly with jackets and hoodies, this hat pulls its weight. If you want deep insulation or ear-covering flaps, another model might suit you better. But for men who value a warm, stylish, low-maintenance winter beanie, this one delivers exactly what you need with no fuss. It's a pick you won't regret adding to your winter lineup. At number 4 is FURTALK Winter Hat. You don't expect a simple winter beanie to change the way you face cold mornings, but this one does it the moment it settles over your ears. It feels like stepping out of the wind and into warmth you can trust, and that's exactly why so many people hunting for the best winter hats for men end up stopping right here. Most guys deal with the same problem every winter. Hats that itch, stretch out, lose shape, or barely keep the ears warm. This beanie quietly fixes all of that in one clean, polished design. The acrylic knit feels thicker and more refined than typical budget picks, and the double-layer build creates that safe, tucked-in comfort that makes early commutes or late-night walks feel less harsh. The elastic fit adjusts well without squeezing, though men with very large heads might find it snug until it loosens slightly with wear. Still, it holds structure better than many slouch-style beanies, giving you a sharp look whether you're pairing it with winter coats or hoodies. The color options are also a real advantage, giving you styling freedom without overthinking. Compared to similar picks, this one feels more dependable in cold wind while keeping that sleek, minimalist vibe intact. It's been tested in real-world comfort situations and consistently delivers warm, steady insulation without weighing you down. If you prefer oversized, baggy hats or need something for extreme mountain conditions, you may want a bulkier option. But for men who want a smart, everyday winter hat that blends style, warmth, and zero-fuss practicality, this beanie hits the mark effortlessly. It's a confident pick, one that feels like a warm, reliable choice every time you step out the door. The third one on our list is winter hats. Winter hat. You know a winter hat is doing something right when the moment you pull it on, the cold loses its power. That's exactly the feeling this beanie delivers, and it's why people searching for the best winter hats for men keep gravitating toward it. Most struggle with hats that look good but fail where it matters. Warmth, comfort, durability. This one flips the script the second the fleece lining settles around your ears, giving you that instant sense of relief and protection that makes winter feel less harsh. The stretchy polyester knit feels richer than typical budget beanies, holding its shape even after long wear or washing. It hugs the head without squeezing, which is a big win for anyone tired of hats that itch or ride up. Compared to slimmer style-first options, this one leans into functional warmth while still keeping a clean, everyday look that pairs effortlessly with jackets, hoodies, and scarves. The range of colors makes it even easier to match your winter wardrobe without overthinking anything. It's also been tested in real-world comfort situations, early commutes, windy hikes, fast dog walks, and it consistently stays put while keeping warmth locked in. The only drawback is for guys who prefer oversized or slouchy silhouettes, this is a more fitted, classic cuffed style built for performance. But if you want a winter hat that feels like a smart choice every time you step outside, this one earns its place. Warm, dependable, stylish without trying too hard, and versatile enough for both daily wear and cold weather adventures, it just works. For men who value comfort and steady protection through winter, this beanie delivers exactly what you hope for when the temperature drops. On number 2 is OZERO Winter Hat. It's wild how one simple winter hat can change the whole mood of a freezing morning, and that's exactly the feeling this OZERO beanie delivers the moment it hits your head. Warmth that feels instant, comforting, and honestly a bit addictive, especially for anyone comparing options while searching for the best winter hats for men. Most guys struggle with hats that look cool but feel itchy, slip around, or lose shape after a week. And that frustration disappears fast with this soft spun knit that wraps your head like a calm barrier against biting wind. The stretchy polyester blend creates a balanced fit that adapts to different head sizes without squeezing. And unlike bulkier designs, this one keeps a clean silhouette that blends smoothly with coats, hoodies, and even more formal winter outfits. It's been used in real cold weather action, running errands, long walks, early morning commutes, and the heat retention stays consistent without making you overheat indoors, something cheaper hats rarely manage well. Compared to slouchier, looser styles, this beanie leans toward practical warmth with style, giving you that subtle confidence of knowing your winter gear is actually doing its job. The only minor downside is that if you're into oversized streetwear silhouettes, this won't give that dramatic drape. But for anyone wanting a smart, reliable, cold weather essential, it hits the sweet spot. It's comfortable, itch-free, durable, and versatile enough for everything from outdoor sports to everyday winter life. If you want a hat that gives you peace of mind the second the temperature drops and keeps delivering warmth that feels genuinely earned, this one deserves a place in your rotation. Now, moving to the last one is Carhartt Winter Hat. It's surprising how a simple beanie can feel like a full upgrade to your winter routine, yet this Carhartt hat manages to do exactly that the moment you pull it on, turning icy mornings into something far more manageable and reminding you why so many people trust this brand when searching for the best winter hats for men. The first thing you notice is the thickness of the knit. Sturdy enough to trap warmth, yet soft enough to avoid that scratchy feeling cheaper hats always bring. For anyone tired of beanies that stretch out, lose shape, or slide upward every time the wind hits, this one feels like relief in the most practical sense. It hugs the head securely without squeezing, and the cuff design lets you adjust coverage depending on how brutal the weather gets. Compared to sleeker, more fashion-focused options, Carhartt leans into durability and real-world performance, making this hat ideal for guys who spend time outdoors, commute early, or just want reliable insulation without overthinking style. The iconic patch on the front adds a rugged, confident vibe that pairs effortlessly with work jackets, puffer coats, and even casual hoodies, giving it a versatility some trendier hats can't match. The only small downside is that its thicker knit might feel warm indoors, but that's exactly the trade-off that makes it a powerhouse in freezing temperatures. If you're looking for something dependable, low maintenance, and built to withstand years of winter use, this hat earns its place instantly. It feels like a smart choice, comfortable, tough, and consistently warm. Perfect for men who want winter gear that actually works instead of just looking the part. So guys, this wraps up our video on the best winter hats for men's you can buy right now. I've added all the product links in the description, so make sure to check them out and grab the one that fits your style and game perfectly. If this video helped you in any way, don't forget to hit that like button. It really motivates us to keep bringing you honest, helpful gear guides. And of course, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you never miss our upcoming reviews, comparisons, and buying tips. Your support means everything. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.